Morning. I think it's a Monday. See, half tank. Half tank. Now, I screwed up. See how this tank is rolled? This should be down about here. Those lines need to be straight up. Straight up and down. Somewhat like this. See how this tank is? Yeah, I did what I said you don't do. Trusted the fuel gauge on a truck that I just bought. Yeah, I'm sitting here at the tire shop out of fuel. I got some fuel coming, so we're gonna get it going, get a couple new tires put on the truck. My problem is they're just gonna take these rims, tires and rims, and move them back. The factory rims that were supposed to be on here for 385s and 425 tires are not on the truck. They put the wrong rims on the truck, so now I have to buy new rims and tires for the front of this truck. Yeah. But yeah, this sucks, because on this tank here, see how it's rolled, and all those, the pickup lines and all that, everything's rolled, so it's changed the angle. I got about this much fuel in here. I got about this much, but my pickup tube is right here where that tank is rolled, so it's throwing everything off for it. So I need to, at some point in time, loosen up this. I'll loosen up the step, loosen up this, and roll the tank back to where it needs to be. So yeah, the guys, they've got rims here and they've got the tires here. I did something very stupid. I trusted the fuel gauge, and I shouldn't have, especially, as I said, not knowing the truck yet. New tires are on. I got fuel in the truck, enough to make it down to the gas fuel station, get some fuel in this now. But it was a little bit of a struggle. The passenger side, I had to change the studs. They were too short. And I'll show you. New rims. The rims that were on the steer axle were not the correct ones. So I had to buy new rims on top of new tires. I changed all 10 of these. Too short by about a ½ inch. So I had to go buy 10 new studs and hammer the old ones out. And I drew the new ones through it by pulling the stud through the hub, lining it up with the grooves on the inside, and then using a nut and a socket. Put the socket between the nut and the hub. I do have to say, the truck does seem like it handles a little better now. I'm not wandering all over the road like I have been. I'm gonna stop, throw some fuel in this. We're heading to the store. The owners and I were gonna take this driver's side fuel tank and we're gonna rotate it to the where it should be, so it's not messed up, and hopefully that might help correct the fuel gauge. But I don't think so. I think it needs to be fuel gauge, the sending unit. I think I need to replace the sending unit in the fuel tank. Okay, now I'm back at the shop. This is what I was trying to show you. Those guys were uneasy about me recording there, so that's why I tried to stay close to the truck, quiet. But new rims, both sides, had to buy new rims. This side here I had to buy studs, because instead of having threads sticking out, they were just inside the nut, so they were too short, so I had to change those. And instead of changing out tires and rims, I just moved the tires and rims from there to here. They are right at the edge, so I am still legal. So the edge of the tire is still inside the body. Well, I started in on something and looking for the impact gun. Can't find it, so I called the owner. I said, hey, did somebody take it to your house? He goes, yeah, I did. He goes, I'm looking at it. It's on the floorboard of my pickup. So I'm kind of stuck in a limbo right now. But I'll show you what I am doing. It's missing this axle stud. So I bought a new one. Here's the wedge for lock on it. That's the new bolt. I pulled the nut off of this. Now I'm using them as jam nuts, winding it in. Be so much quicker with the impact gun. So I might wait for that. But let's see if I can't loosen this up. Loosen this one, and rotate this fuel tank down into its proper position. Well, I got one loosened enough where I should be able to rotate the tank. I still got this one to do. Well, I'm halfway there to start rotating. Rotating the tank back to where it belongs. I'm going to bring all this stuff up about here somewhere. So this cap is like here, where it's supposed to be. Induction heater. Amazon. I'm pretty sure this is where he bought it from, is Amazon. It's called a hot rod. That's how I'm heating these things up to get them to loosen up. And let you know, these are not the 425s I wanted to put on. 425, the 4 1/4s. I was gonna wind up rubbing on the Pitman arm. They had another one already mounted on a 4 1/4 with the same offset rim on from a different truck for a different company, and they set it on there, and I turned the steering wheel and it was going to hit, so I had to go down, step down to the 385s. It saved me a little bit of money. The weight capacity is going to be fine. It's just that with the 4 1/4s, it looks a little bit wider, a little more contact area for PSI for the DOT. So yeah, I'm still going away on this. I figured I'd stop for a second because the inductor started getting hot, so I figured I'd let it cool down a little bit, then I'll start it up again. I've been using and abusing that right there. I've been heating it up as hot as it'll go until that has a thermal shut off. It shuts off. Then I can get the nut to turn, but now it's nut will only turn to a certain point and then stop. I try to back it off and just try to clean the threads, add some PB blast to it. Try to get something in there to penetrate it, to help it move, and I can only get a 1/4 of a turn out of it now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for the owner to get back with the impact gun. We heat it up and we'll see if we can't get it to come off that way. So what I'm gonna do, oh wait, because I need the gun to do that stud on this right here. So I got it double nutted. I'm using this to drive it in, bottom this stud out so it'll look like that one. I need the gun for that. I need the gun for that. The only thing I can actually probably do right now is drill a hole here in the body for the temperature probe for the states, so they can read the temperature of the hot top in the truck and start getting the lights mounted. Well, you can see we actually did progress. That one's on, and the tank is rolled to where it's supposed to be. All right, see the engine fan? I hit the switch here. All right, engine fan switch on. Aha. Engine fan switch off. So now the engine fan works like it's supposed to. That one's dirty. Shut this off, because now when I shut it off, locks the fan like it's supposed to. So that's all working good. Engine fan's the way it should be. This tank is rolled. Remember, this fuel cap was up here. So it's rolled where it needs to be now. The new tires, I'll go over the tires again. These were the steer tires. Steer tires and rim. It's all right there. I put a new stud, wedge, and lock nut on that. Right now, tomorrow, looking at, I got construction vehicle, do not follow sign to put on the back. I got the sticker. It'd be probably better off put it on a plywood, but I might just use the sticker. And like these pockets where the sticker rides or goes over, I'll cut it out and then just set it in. I did drill the holes for the body for the state to take temperatures on hot top. I haven't worked on the lights yet. I'm gonna take it down tomorrow morning, try for an inspection sticker, see what they say. Here's the new rims again. This was the new rim. Had to buy 2 of these as well as the tires. And if you want to know how much it was for 2 tires and 2 rims, it was $2,800. Here's that new serpentine belt I put on. As far as the AC belt, I've got it with me. I might leave it alone for now. Don't know. It's questionable. I do have to get fuel in this. I did stop put 25 gallons in. And just a rough idea right now what this is getting for fuel mileage. Empty, because of course I drove it from Indianapolis all the way back here, stopped the Sturbridge, put fuel in, and then of course the first clip you saw of me, I ran out of fuel at the tire place because fuel gauge said half a tank. Again, I went against my own common sense of trusting the fuel gauge. Right around 6 miles to the gallon, and right around 1,200, little over, just over 1,200 miles for 200 gallons. So that's what I'm figuring. I'm not gonna know what my true fuel mileage is till I run this for a day or two, where I'm loaded, it's working the motor, and empty, or however I'm gonna be doing it. So yeah, I got the exhaust fan going because we had this running for a little bit, build up air pressure, so I get to test the engine fan. I do have to mount the rear plate, so why don't we do that? Let's mount the rear plate, rear license plate on this thing, and yeah, we'll do that. There is 2 holes here, hole here and a hole here, but it's a little bit wider than the license plate first that I've got. But we'll see what I can do to get that plate mounted. But I've got to sit down for a little bit. I've overdone it today, yanking on this fuel tank to get it to roll into the proper position. Okay, that was no. Yeah, here it is right here. This is the old switch for the engine fan. This is what I had to replace. My phone's ringing. The other thing I'm going to do, that was the insurance company. I just happened to call her back. I called her back and she stepped away from her desk. I'm gonna get the strobe lights ready to be mounted. I'm not gonna throw them on until I'm ready to wire. I want to get the inspection sticker done. The guy I'm taking it to, he is very particular. That's why I take my stuff to him. If some people they call him very anal, which is fine by me. It makes me feel better knowing that my truck, my equipment, if it passes his inspection, my equipment is good for the road. So, but I gotta get the lights ready after we mount the license plate. As I said, I just had the truck running. I'm waiting for the insurance agent to call me back again. It's phone tag. It's been phone tag lit quite a bit. And as I said, I had to put a hole in. There's one here. Oh, can we look straight through? Yep. If you look, well, if I can freeze frame it, I will. There it is right there. Look straight through the body, one side to the other. For the holes, the asphalt tarp, the exhaust is good. All leaks are fixed. Brakes are good. That's taken care of. Tires are good. I know I'm rambling on about stuff like on the truck about inspections, this and that. I want you, the public that watches these videos, to know that this truck will be 100% safe for the road. Something might get by me. I'm not gonna say it won't. Something might get by me. Like I'll have a brake can going bad. I don't see it, but DOT stops me and they do. I'd rather have it be, hey, look, you got a brake can going bad. Get it fit. We're gonna have to put you out of service. So it happens, yes. Oh, and so you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, May 13th, 14th, and 15th, you're gonna see cops stopping a lot of trucks because it's what they call a 72-hour crackdown. They're checking, keeping an eye out on, they do it every year. They do it twice a year, actually. In general, okay, in your personal cars, they need a reason to stop you. Running a stop sign, just anything in general, any type of traffic violation. In your personal vehicles, they have to have something like that to stop you. These, they can stop us for anything. They do not need a reason. If they want to stop us just because I drove by them, he can. Because these fall under federal regulations, not state, not your local state or local government. These things are a completely different class, completely different animals, and they are so deadly. That's why I always stress about, I always freak out when cars cut me off, because yeah, I've got good brake, good tires. You've seen what I've done to this truck. So you know exactly, I'm doing everything I can to get this truck safe for the road for you, the general public. When you cut a truck off, these do not stop. Yeah, I might have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of brakes. So I got eight sets of brakes on 8 wheels with brakes. It doesn't mean I'm gonna stop faster. Now, is this the insurance company? All right. Well, that was an interesting phone call with my insurance agent. If she's watching, I told her about the channel. If you're watching, hi. Well, license plate is on the back. Now, sorry about that. My next question is, does it require a plate light? If it does, I'll just get one of those ones there that just bolts on over that. I've gone over this truck top to bottom, front to back, fixed everything that I know that it needs for a sticker. The plate light on the back is the only thing that's got me questioning things. But it's mounted, it's there. Now, as far as the requirements, as I said earlier in the video, requirements for some of the job sites I'm going to be on. Like if I'm out on a main road or something like that, I do need a sign on the back that says construction vehicle, keep back or do not follow. So I got that. The tires are good. The brakes are good. Everything's okay on the motor except for the jakes. I still have to get the jakes looked at. And as far as my standards, the jakes are the last thing I need to get fixed. Unless I can find somebody that'll come to me to do it. It'd be great if I could find someone that could do work on a Cat, the jakes on a Cat for me. I'd do it, but I don't trust myself enough. New fire extinguishers in there, the new windshields. The only other thing I think I know I need is a lens for that cab light right there right over me. Other than that, I think I'm good. The new tarp. Okay, let's go through what I've replaced that I can remember. The wheel seal, both steer tires. Wheel seal and brakes on on the front passenger side. Both steer tires, new rims. Both windshields, the new asphalt tarp, tires on the pusher axle. I just moved, as I said, I moved those from the steer tire from up there to here. We got those done. The brakes are good, fully greased, registered. All the lights work. Air leaks have been taken care of. Let's see, what else do I think I need to check on? I think that's it. The exhaust system's good. So I think I've done everything I can do. So I'm gonna go try to get it registered, go get it inspected in the morning. With that gentleman, as I said, he's real anal on stuff, and I'd rather have somebody that's anal on it, and makes me feel better knowing that it passes his inspection. Yeah, I could take it to another place and they pass it without a problem, but they might not see something that he does. And I see a plate on the side of that pusher axle that's covered in, hopefully they got tape on it. It's not just painted over. Get my axle weight off of that axle, because these two are 46,000. That steer axle's 18,000. What is the weight on this one? Did they cover this one with tape, or is it painted over? I think it's painted over. Oh man. Or is it? I think they painted over it. I'd like to know what this axle is rated for, because the spec sheet does not list it from the manufacturer. That's the other thing I ought to do, is call the dealership that spec'd this truck out, so I know what it is. Yeah, because there's no tag on this side. So I will have to call the dealer and see if I can get all the exact specs on this truck. But as I said, I'm just trying to go over everything that I need to do for a sticker. I think I've gotten it all. If you can think of something, let me know. And I think the owner's brother's here. Maybe not. Like I said, belt's done. This wheel seal, brakes, rim, tire, that tank's good. Driver's side tank's been rotated. This is all stuff, again, I'm sorry, I apologize if I'm rambling. I'm trying to think, because I want to leave a good impression on you, the public, about what I do with my truck. What I do with my truck is probably not the same as everybody else. But you get an idea that, hey, we are guys like me that own these trucks. We do take pride in our ride, and we want to make sure it's good to go. I can't think of anything else right now. Let me get cleaned up and I'll see you in the next clip. Well, I found a leak on the truck. It's right here. Put the body up. What water was in there just kind of dumped out. I did find an air leak. I did take care of it. I'll show you exactly where it is. It's real easy. Right here. This piece right here. There's a plastic one in there that was leaking, and I just took it out and put a new one in. And when I took it out, that thing took off like a shot. I don't know where it went off to. I had another one down below on the PTO pump, which was this. I put a new one in there. But I do know I have to take care of one thing. And it's this hydraulic line right here. This one right here. Goes around up to the piston. I'm gonna change, put a new line on it. I mean, it's starting to show signs of splitting here. So I definitely gotta put a new line on that. But this one here, I gotta fix it so it's not resting on the air dryer. I'm gonna throw a couple blocks underneath this thing here because that was kind of stupid of me. Throw some blocks underneath, some wood underneath it so it holds it in case anything happens. I'll get a chance to get out. Especially if my insurance agent's watching. Hi, Sarah. Nice lady. Insurance company I'm going through is, my agent is United Insurance. So she told me I could give them a shout out. So I'm using United Insurance. And they have me going through Concord Group. So they, yeah, it's pretty good. All right, I got wood there. I gotta tie this line up out of the way so it's not setting on anything it's not supposed to. So I've got some wire ties and get that up out of the way. As of right now, I don't hear any air leaks. Had that one underneath I took care of. The body's still protected. This one right here was leaking. All I do is squeeze it together a little bit and it stopped. As soon as I let go, it started leaking again. All I did was try to like pull it apart and it stopped leaking, so I'm not gonna touch it. Got the hydraulic hose tucked up here, up with this bunch of lines. So I think I'm good to go. We're gonna clean up and head home. Try to get things taken care of as quick as possible. Okay, these go in this drawer. And these come back over here. Go there. Yeah, I'm gonna go clean up. I got all the oil pads out from inside the frame rail from when that hydraulic tank exploded on me. Phone going off. But no, I think, pretty sure I'm good to go. I gotta pull that wood out. So I'm going to call it here. Ouch. Call it here, call it a day. I have no idea what time it is, but I'm gonna go home. At least clean up here, go home, get the video uploaded, then take a shower. We got what? Yeah, 6:15. Might be a short video, but going over what I've done. Biggest thing is those right there. That, and then having to change the studs on the hub because they are 1/2 inch too short. Tomorrow, I'll show you what tomorrow we're doing. I'll probably bring this in tomorrow, get my strobe lights on it, and a few other things. Tomorrow, got an air tank on a trailer to do. The trailer's sitting outside, so we gotta pull the old one out, put this one in. Shouldn't take long, but I am bringing the Pete down with me in the morning. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun day. It'll be a long day, I think, because I gotta get to this inspection station early, get this stickered, go grab breakfast, come down here with that, grab the keys for the blue day cab, come over here, hook onto the trailer. Trailer's right out here. Hook onto that trailer, get it around, back it in here, change the tank, get it out, then get this in to do work on it. I've always said his equipment comes over mine. His vehicles come before mine. But can you see it from here? No. But anyways, I'm rambling. All right, so please like, share, subscribe, comment, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.